Hello, I am back doing an energy reading for the collective. All right, so if you're new here, I read intuitively. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine, and we all have masculine and feminine energy, no matter your gender or how you identify. Respectfully. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and or comment if you would like a personal reading. All the information to request that will be listed below in the description box. All right, messages for the collective. Earth, air, water, and fire. Earth, air, water, and fire. What's going on here for the collective? I'm getting something about struggle. We'll see if it comes out in the reading. Somebody's like tired over this energy. 111 on the timer. What's going on? What does the collective need to know? We have eye to eye. 23 equating to a 5. 5 represents change. What else is going on here as it relates to this? We have spilled the tea, 43 equating to a 7. And then we have road less traveled, 10 equating to a 1. So we got some new beginnings here. All right, so 5, 7, 1. All this is adding up to 13 equating to a 4, stability. What is this message for the collective? Eye to eye. Spill the tea and road less traveled. I'm hearing struggle is ending. Clarify this in the physical. Clarify this in the physical for the collective. I'm also hearing Sampha indecision. Let it all work out. This is due to releasing some old ways of being with this Devil card, this Capricorn energy. Having strength over this energy, right? You're seeing eye to eye with the enemies. And I don't feel like they're even a threat anymore, right? Or the struggles, right? Because this doesn't have to be enemies as in persons and people. This could just be enemies as in struggles. You're seeing the eye to eye, the reins. You have control over the situation with this Capricorn energy. That came out in Capricorn reading too, so check that out. Right? But then I'm saying you're having strength over the narrative. If it is due to people or people's, right? But even if it's not, and it's just struggles you're dealing with on your own, you're having more strength and control over the narrative as it's resonating or clarifying this spilled the tea, right? And then you have Knight of Wands and 3 of Wands. So there's some actions, there's some energy, there's some movement when it comes to this road less travel. I feel like this struggle has been in terms of releasing limited beliefs or limiting beliefs that limited you and what you felt like you could do, be, deserve, desire, accomplish, things of that nature, right? So the release of what no longer serves you mentally, thought forms, frequencies, beliefs, training, programming, however this is resonating with you, right? You're on the road to greatness, right? Because we have this coming out first. So the energy, the passion, inspired action, the fearlessness, It's movement towards progress, progression, enterprise, expansion, ambition, growth, and abundance. I'm getting here intuitively, right? Let's just be short and sweet and to the point. What else is here? The overall theme for this, for the collective. All right, so I gotta get a different deck. The overall theme here for the collective as it resonates with this, struggles are being released. The overall themes, no more struggles. What's the overall theme here? For the collective as it relates to this reading. The overall theme here. Yeah, this has been a long time coming, right? But we have Seven of Pentacles here with this manifestation. This has been you've worked hard at releasing these limited beliefs in a lot of different aspects. So it may not have just been the way you thought. It may not have been mental, but like I said, program conditioning, training. It could have been physical. It could have been emotional. It could have been anything tangible or intangible, right? You've worked hard to do this. Like, this is like congratulation energy, pat on the back energy, right? I'm just giving you've arrived. Struggle no more. And you may feel like, well, I don't see it yet. I'm still struggling. It's here. The energy has changed. I was talking to somebody yesterday and they're like, okay, I stopped repeating this type of cycle. I don't do this anymore. So now I'm going to get better, which is true. But there is a clearing out. So sometimes when you're clearing out, you're still attracting the same thing, right? Because that's the energy you're giving off. It's like when you throw the trash out, you know, that trash is still around you sometimes when it's time to be picked up. So the discernment is there, you know, for letting go and ending cycles. But sometimes you're still, the vibration of what you're releasing is still around you because it's being released depending on how deeply it was affecting you. So you may still attract some people because they feel, they smell, they see that on you, but mentally you're just like, nah, I just look like this. That ain't what this is. I just look like this. This not, you know what I'm saying? I just look like I fuck with a clown, but I'm done with clowns, child. It just ain't fully cleared out, but the clown shit is over, right? You seeing them clowns before they even get their big red shoes on. 555 on the timer. They might have the right foot on trying to come to you and they working on getting the left shoe on the left foot, and it's just like, nah, you don't even need to put your shoes on to walk over here because I'm done with clowns. I just look like this. This is temporary though. What else is going on here? Summarize this and close it out for the collective. This is real specific, short, and to the point. Road less travel with this 10 equating to a 1, new beginnings. The struggle is over. 555. Yeah, with this world card, new cycles, right? It's time to move around. You're gonna move around too, right? Especially when it comes to options and love. So you could be meeting somebody that's not from where you from. Could be across the pond. Could be 2, 3, 4 states over, under, to the side, to the left of you, right? What is this? 10 of Wands. But it took you a lot. Like the way this came out, it landed right here. This and then this. This 10 of Wands. All this that we talking about, the struggle is over. Because 10 of Wands is basically struggle, right? But it is completion. You did this to get here, to create this new beginning, this new cycle. Yeah, the 10 of Wands is definitely that past energy, that struggle that started off this reading. And when I got into the cards, it's like the struggle is over, it's complete. This lover coming in, right? But this is also, you know, because you may already have a relationship, right? But I feel like that even if you don't, it's highly a lover coming in. Like it's a highly probable, highly likely it's a lover coming in, because that was one of these pentacles with this manifestations, this goal, this hard work, these intentions you set, right? But if you're already in a relationship, it's just giving new foundation, new, like y'all grew together or grew back in love, fell back in love, right? Again, we got new beginning again. New beginning, 0 with the Fool, and we have 1 equating new beginnings, right? All right. But I just feel like here, you started at ground zero to release and see eye to eye. So it may feel like, okay, how am I seeing eye to eye with struggles, right? Because it's just like, you know what it is now. You know the root cause of it, and you know what to do to combat it. You know where it comes from. You know how to tackle it. So it's different. Like some people are already here. Some people are already here in terms of this energy, this newness, right? And some people are on their way. Some of y'all may just be starting here and just already made your mind up like, hey, I'm going to take the reins and I'm going to release this shit. Again, I'm getting the Capricorn reading a little bit too. So if you have Capricorn in your chart, even if you don't, check that reading out. Because that was Capricorn made a conscious decision. Like, all right, I'm tired of these 10 of Wands, so I'm finna do something about them. So for this reading, you could have been tired of the 10 of Wands years ago, did something about them, and now this is coming in for you. Either way, congratulations. I'm hearing Wu-Tang Olympic torch flaming. Burn so sweet. Yeah, it's time for a celebration. Talking stages, new beginnings, joy. It's time to hang out, celebrate yourself, pat yourself on the back. Either way, congratulations. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and or comment. If you would like a personal reading, all the information to schedule that will be listed below in the description box. Thank you. And again, congrats.